Hi, I'm Alana. Welcome back to Yoga for Endometriosis with Mel and Alana. I hope you're really enjoying the series. I enjoyed putting it together for you so much, and we've had so much good feedback. It's really encouraging. I filmed this sequence for you today as an extra. It's a yoga for ovulation sequence. Been working on it for a while, particularly for myself, as that's when I tend to get pain at ovulation. It's really, really good for just loosening up the muscles in the area of the pelvis when you're experiencing ovulation, particularly the psoas muscle, which lies directly over the ovaries and is often responsible for ovarian pain. So I hope you enjoy it. We love your feedback. We've had some fantastic feedback. Keep on working with it. The more you practice, the better you'll get, and the more the pain will ease. Namaste. So first of all, I want you to come into an easy cross-legged position. Just tucking the feet underneath the knees and flexing the toes, or come into Siddhasana, pose of a sage, whichever is most comfortable for you. I'm going to practice a Sufi grind, so I want you to place your hands on your hips and just gently circle. Just circling the waist. Releasing off the hips. And this is my puppy Harry. Hello, Harry. Keep circling. Sit. You can stay, but you have to sit. And then reverse those circles. That's going to release off your lower back. And it's going to release off your hips. Yes. And if you've got a dog, you can use them for support while you practice. And it feels really good. Now, if you're in so much pain that you can't even practice that, I want you to bring the tips of your thumbs, the tips of your forefingers together. Place your hands over your pelvis and just breathe down into your pelvis while the rest of us are practicing that Sufi grind. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come up onto our knees. And if this is uncomfortable for you, I want you to place a pillow in between your buttocks and your heels. You're just going to reach up with your right arm and then gently just extend that arm over, just as far as you can. Taking a couple of deep breaths here. And we're going to stretch out the side of the body, working into the liver and the gallbladder, but also starting to work with that psoas muscle that runs down over the ovaries and sometimes causes a lot of pain. And then come back up when you're ready. And gently take it out to the other side, just as far as you're comfortable. Taking a few deep breaths here. One more breath. And then come back to the center and just sit for a moment. Breathe down into your belly. How to practice contentment while someone's chewing on your finger. And really focus on your exhalation, because it's the exhalation that's going to release that pain for you. And then what I want you to do, excuse me, Harry, is just come up into a downward dog appropriately. So I want you to first of all come into a cat pose on all fours, and then tuck your tailbone under, lift up your heels, walk your hands forward, spread your fingers, inner elbows turn to one another. Beautiful. And what we're going to do is we are going to just raise your right leg back in the air and bend the right knee and bring it through to your right wrist and slide your back leg down. Now just come to a point where you can. If you need to stay up on that knee, do so. If you find it too painful, don't practice this. But if you can, This is a really good practice because not only are we opening out the hip, but now what we're going to do is we're going to raise that left arm and we're going to gently take it up and over our head. So we're stretching into the side of the body, the liver and the gallbladder, but we're stretching the psoas muscle at the same time. So we're stretching the psoas muscle at the same time. You'll probably be able to feel it stretching along the front of the body. Take another deep breath here. And then inhale and release it down. Gently step back to downward dog. Release off your back. And then raise your left leg in the air. Bring it through to your left wrist. Slide your back leg down. Again, if you need to come onto that knee, do so. If you can come down onto the hip and bring the groin down towards the mat, do so. Good. And then when you're ready, you're going to raise that right arm. Up and over the head. Stretch out the side of the body a bit. Oh, I can feel it right there. Into that psoas muscle and breathe. Hold it for a few deep breaths and breathe. And then we release it when you're ready. Come back. Bring your big toes together. Bring your buttocks back to the heel. Stretch out your fingers. And just release in Balasana, pose of a child. Either with the arms forward or back the side of the body. Or curl your fingers into fists. Place them one on top of the other. And rest your head. Take another couple of deep breaths here. Or better still, use your dog as a pillow. Now this last pose that I'm going to show you is a pose that you can practice at the end of practicing that sequence, or it's a pose you can go directly to if you're in a lot of pain. It's very simple and very, very effective. This is a really simple pose. I'm going to show you from the side what we're going to do. We're going to bend up the knees, sitting on the buttocks nice and tall. And all we're going to do is we're going to hug the pillow. Now a big thick bolster is really comforting in this position, but if you don't have a bolster, that's absolutely fine. And we're just going to practice opening the pelvis, and this is a really good way to direct your breath down into your pelvis. Hug the pillow and just release your body. Place your forehead on the pillow. Now you can stay here